Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to a shorthanded episode of the Digital Marketing Misfits. I'm Dom Bavaro, and I'm joined by Jason and Jamar tonight. And the rest of the Misfits are either on vacation or just beat because they've been up at the ass crack of dawn. So you got just the three of us tonight. But we do have some interesting topics to talk about. We're talking about how one of our friends went from 1,000 to 100,000 YouTube subscribers literally overnight. Or maybe 2 nights, but still. And we're going to talk about the ramifications and fallout from Andrew Tate getting banned and Hustlers University getting shut down. And it was a third topic with the free water. We were talking about a free water pitch, which is going to be, I know, Jamar, you had some commentary on that one.
Yeah, so, I definitely do, because I think that it's pertinent to thinking outside the box when it comes to not only nonprofit, but just making money in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess we'll just start with that story then, I guess, right? We'll bring this one here up on screen. I got it queued up. Do I have audio? Let's make sure I got audio for you guys all in replay land. Share. Oh, stop the share. Hold on.
Yeah, and I think that the TikTok video is just a recording of a guy who is giving basically like an elevator speech for his nonprofit / profit called Free Water.
Okay, let's take a look at this here.
My name is Josh Clifford. I'm the founder of Free Water. Free beer will be our second product in the state of Texas. And so we're the world's first free beverage company. And our water is free because the packaging is the ad space. We do aluminum bottles and paper cartons. It works because the price of advertising has outpaced consumables such as groceries. And so not only is our water free, but we also donate 10 cents per beverage to charity to build water wells for people in need, which makes saving lives as simple as saving money and drinking free water. To date, we've distributed roughly 70,000 beverages. We should reach our $250,000 beverage by the end of this year. We just donated another $10,000 to charity to build our second water project in Kenya. We've raised $270,000 since September. Our current valuation is $10 million. We're looking for help to build our first 2 free bins.
So I'm going to save the other 30 seconds, but I think the gold was right there in that their revenue comes from the advertising.
So they give the water away for free, right? Mm-hmm. And we talk about this in the digital marketing world all the time. Value first, right? To build trust. And all of that stuff. So we give away lead magnets, we give away free courses and everything, in exchange for people's email address, basically to have direct contact with people. So what this guy did is he created a business or a company that gives away like bottled or canned water. But the way that they earn money is that they have businesses are allowed to place QR codes, and they are able to advertise. They basically buy the advertising space on the actual bottles of water themselves. Okay. So when they get this ad revenue in, they take 10% of all of the money that they get from the businesses that are buying the ad space, and they are going out and they're building, as a nonprofit, they're going to build facilities in third world countries to help provide drinking water, which is a fantastic idea in itself. Mm-hmm. But that idea of understanding, leveraging the fact that you can use the side of a water bottle as advertising space.
Wild. Now, is it all the same QR code? That the advertisers just buy the destination, or do they print a whole new bottle? Because the manufacturing, there's lead time from when you come up with a logo and then it goes to they have to build. So how many impressions do you want? That's 100,000 bottles. Like, that's got to be a manufacturing nightmare.
Maybe to us it's a manufacturing nightmare, but maybe to them there was a simple solution, right? Wherever the water is bottled and they slap the labels on, maybe they just have 100,000 labels, and the companies can buy that advertising space and say, okay, we want our QR code for whatever product or service that they're selling. It's like they're buying billboard space, only they're doing it on a very little bottle of water instead of a giant billboard next to the highway, right?
Yeah.
And where that's great is I'm sure you guys have seen this as well recently, is billboards now. You can actually hold your phone up while you're driving by a billboard, and your phone will actually capture the information off the QR code on the billboard. But that can be extremely difficult if you're the only person driving in a car. But if you're going somewhere and there's a stand in a convenience store and it's free water, you can literally walk up, grab a bottle of water, and walk out.
Yeah.
And then as you're drinking your water, you're like, there's some advertising some type of service or something. You just pick your phone up, you scan the QR code, and it sends you directly to the website, where that person's website is now getting a huge influx in traffic, which means they're gathering more data, which means that they can advertise a lot more efficiently, which lowers their cost of advertising, right? There is a method to the madness to all of this.
Yeah, it's
I'd
crazy.
love to know where they're putting their waters at. I'm sure that's not going to be in a grocery store. They're not putting it there. Wonder if they're using like colleges or something like that. They're putting it somewhere super strategic. I would love to know what those places were.
I want to know where the free beer is. I'm gonna go there.
So this idea, sometimes it takes the first. There always has to be somebody who comes up with a kind of a novel idea, right? Mm-hmm. And then there will be other companies that piggyback off of this idea, realizing that they can now sell the space on the bottle as advertising space.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I mean,
I just think it's a cool idea.
Is it all QR codes, or is it like, can you actually print stuff on there? I mean, I guess it would make sense for QR, so then you can do lead gen too.
You can pull it up. Man, if you go to their website.
Freewater.com.
Something like that. It's linked in their TikTok.
Freewater.com is available to be bought. That is insane.
Oh my goodness.
The fact that has not been claimed.
Is that a $9?
I'm sure it's not $9. It's freewater.io is where it is. That's the other one, no, too. Like everyone's going to IO. I don't know why.
I went IO as well.
I know you did, because you're into crypto, so you're kind of like, oh wait, hang on, I wasn't sharing screen, was I? Damn it. They had an opt-in that was like, hey, subscribe to Free Water. We'll let you know when we're in your city.
There you go.
But that was I mean, here it is. I guess this is, so they're not actually just QR codes. It looks like it's actual images that you can buy. But these are the aluminum pints. These are like the Miller Lite aluminum pint bottles, which is awesome because a pint is almost so much better than 12 ounces.
And look at the carton. Look at that carton as it spins around. QR codes covered all over it.
But there's actually a graphic. So they're actually printing these in a series. I wonder what the lead time is. Hey, here's my design. Here it's approved. And they go, yes, we're going to run it. Here's my money. How long until you're starting to get impressions, I wonder?
I also wonder what the minimum
quantity.
What's the minimum print quantity?
Yeah. Dude, I remember QR codes have gone so far. I remember when I was back in 2011, 2012, I first started in the car business, started hearing about QR codes. I actually had the graphics guy, like the label that print the used car window stickers. I had him put a QR code on there, right? Because an old thing in the car business was salesmen used to put their business cards under the windshield wipers to try to get leads. And, people would do that. And all the rest of the older sales guys were like, oh, you're trying to snake leads, blah, blah, blah. I went to the guy who made the labels. I had him put a QR code. All the customer had to do was scan that. And it emailed me saying, hey, how much is this car? I want to come look at it. And then I could email him and get an appointment. And it was just so early on that no one knew what to do with a QR. But if I did that today, everyone would have been like, where are all these appointments coming from? Well, my card's on every single used car.
Right. I was going to say, this is something that I think can, like, imagine if you had like a make money online opportunity. So instead of like putting it in front of somebody through like direct response mailers, right? Where it's just, it's basically just, you're just going to throw it in like most people take their direct response advertisements for the most part, and they just chuck it in the trash or the recycling as I do. Now, Now imagine if you had like a make money online. I don't know if they pick and choose the types of companies that they work with, or like that they do a partnership. But imagine if you had a make money online business and you slap that on there, and
how
you're
long
like,
until
hey,
we see Russell Brunson's face on these?
exactly. Like, it's just
yeah,
I just think it's a really cool idea, and the water is free, so it's your product is going to get out there. It's free water. Like, who doesn't want a free bottle of water?
Yeah, especially down south in the summertime. I'm sure Houstonians are going to be
right. And you can see
all
the look at the stats.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, there's a $2.50 per 10 impressions. So
That's
it's 25
cents.
25 cents an impression.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know what your rate is, and as direct response marketers, we would know what our numbers are. You would know whether this is going to be profitable or not right away.
Oh, you absolutely would know your KPIs. And to be honest with you, advertising is really expensive. That's why affiliate marketing is so freaking amazing right now. And that's why so many companies and businesses are leveraging people's existing audiences, is because advertising is so expensive, whether it's print media, whether they're running Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever. Advertising costs are going up and up and up. So they're leveraging, now they're going to affiliate marketers. They're looking at ideas like this, where, I mean, it's kind of a cool idea to slap your QR code in your business on the side of free water, and you're going to get clicks, right? I mean, you're going to get visits to your website, and to get it at 25 cents for a lot of businesses may be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Kurt says it reminds me of bar coasters. There used to be companies that did something similar for custom coasters. Same thing. Yeah, everyone sits on a bar. You get that coaster. It's a logo. I mean, QR codes on a coaster right now, because people are going to be hanging out at the bar with their phones out anyway.
It's a modern day matchbook.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Exactly. It's funny you say that, because I used to one of the guys I worked with in the car business years ago, he used to be a realtor before getting in the car business, and he put his face and his number not on the outside of matchbooks, on the inside. So when you opened it up, it said, "Hey, let me buy or sell your house," with his number. I was like, "How did you get them printed on the inside?" He's like, "I had to go to a lot of printers to get them printed on the inside."
Right.
But yeah, I was like, "That's genius," because no one looks at the outside of a matchbook.
Yep.
Guerrilla marketing, everybody, get into it.
And I think sometimes you have to look outside, right? Look outside the box in terms of, like, how are you going to get your brand, your products? Maybe if you're an affiliate marketer, the products that you're promoting, it's really all about clicks and grabbing emails, right? Is building that email list. If you can think outside the box, outside of traditional, marketing methods, I think what free water is doing is something that nobody's really doing, in terms of like putting a bunch of, like, selling the space on the side of a carton of water for advertising space. Like, I think it's a great idea personally.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, that's genius.
Yeah. That's absolutely.
So they're talking about 25 cents per. Is that 25 cents per side? Do you get one side, or do you get the whole thing?
It looked like on the carton, you just got like one section, like one side.
So that means they're roughly charging.
That was per impression, though. That was I get someone to actually see your stuff. That wasn't per side. You had to get a quote. I didn't fill out the form to get a quote.
Yeah.
But they're saying that, I guess, based on how many you buy, your quote's going to be per impression. So I guess maybe it is 20, because an impression is one water bottle, right?
It's one water bottle. But if they're putting four different people, 4 different ads on a water bottle, that's $1 per water bottle.
That's true.
Yep.
All right, somebody fill out the form, and and anyone who's watching, fill it out, get a quote, report back. We'll bring you on the show next time.
And obviously they're donating 10 cents, so they're putting 10% into a charity thing. That's great.
Yeah.
That's another reason why people want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It adds incentive. Yeah.
100%.
I mean, look at Liquid Death. Their incentive about donating to climate change stuff and actually putting shit into an aluminum bottle. Like, companies with social values, and they're going to be, as long as they're marketed really well, because like Liquid Death's marketing is, I wish Scotty was on here, because he would definitely have a can open right now. but their stuff is just wild. But speaking of putting your name out there, putting your face out there, building an email list, okay, 25,000 people plus learned this the hard way when Andrew Tate got banned, and then 2 days later, affiliate programs shut down for good. There were people who were posting clips of Andrew Tate to try to promote Hustlers University, gone up in smoke. Incomes went to zero. And using the whole faceless copy and paste, just put clips out there. I don't show my face. I only work an hour a day. Like, it's cool until it's not. Because I saw today it was reported that Hustlers University lost 25,000 people within 24 hours of the affiliate marketing ban.
Because people, that's all they were doing was just trying to post Andrew Tate videos. Like, that was their whole thing, and just trying to drive as much traffic towards their affiliate link. And when that went away, there was no reason to stay in Hustlers University. Boom, 25,000 out.
Yeah. And we talked about, was it 100,000 people were in? So that's literally 1 in 4 people were only there to promote it. They only 1 in 4 people only bought it to try to promote it. That's a high percentage. Had somebody just put an ounce of extra work in, created their own little guide to collect email addresses, they'd have a huge list to just
massive
somewhere else.
If they would have redirected, if they would have collected emails, redirected that traffic, then they could continue emailing and following up with their leads, right? Getting them back, maybe showing testimonials, their own results inside Hustlers University to try to get those people back in. But since the affiliate program is gone, there's no incentive now for any really promotion from anybody external to Hustlers University.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for people
to
promote.
And the brands that, even if you did collect an email list for Hustlers University, let's say that you did, the account that you had was a Tate fan account, right? Yeah. Your account was around somebody else. It was Tate's intellect. It was Tate's something or other. It was Tate's this, Tate's that. Right. Yeah. Imagine just randomly getting an email from some guy you've never heard of. Oh, hey, go buy this new thing. Like, even though you collected a huge list, it's freaking worthless, which is wild. Because, anyone who's run paid advertising knows business opportunity leads are expensive, and getting them for free is like, right? Chef's kiss. Is that what we say?
Yeah, it really is. It goes to show, though, that if your program is not run right and it starts to get a lot of attention, wink, wink, we can think about a few programs that are out there that aren't being run as ethical as they should be. They're going to come crashing down, and the people who suffer the most are the people who are actually in those programs. Yeah, because like the owner of the program may suffer, financially or whatever, but like everybody's like, really, people who come into these, they think that it's their save all, right? They think that it's it's going to be the one thing that pulls them maybe out of poverty or, changes their life or whatever. And then in a heartbeat, everything comes crashing down, gone. Your money's gone. Everything you were building is gone. You don't promote any other products if you're an affiliate marketer. So now you have to pivot to something completely new. It's just you got to tread lightly when you choose what programs and products that you promote.
Absolutely.
So this is why I like planting lots of little seeds, because if you drop an affiliate program, something changes. It's not going to absolutely be detrimental. I got an email today that from one of my female brands, there's like some organic cosmetic products. Their whole brand was taking off the network, and they're like, all your links are no longer good. Take down banners, take down everything. So if I was only promoting that one brand and that one product and it just disappears overnight, what did I just do to my business? But if you have 200, 300 different products and different companies and different things out there, and one drops, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't this happen to Adrian with Lady Boss?
Yeah.
Lady Boss dropped.
But
they discounted.
They're going to come back with a vengeance, though.
Oh, and we can talk about that if you want.
We might as well. We might as well. Fans of the Marketing Secrets podcast already know what I'm about to say. But Lady Boss, like I said, they discounted, they were out, they went out of business.
Yes.
Until somebody bought them. And that somebody was Russell Brunson.
So Lady Boss was correct me if I'm wrong, it was like a $50-100 million company at its peak. Like
Huge
they were
thing.
doing, because they were in like the supplements and the health and wellness niche, they ascended very, very quickly. And if you were an affiliate marketer and you knew how to run paid ads to an ascending company, like Adrian Brambilla was able to do, where I think he did $1 million.
He said did $1 million in sales. I don't think it was $1 million in commissions, but still.
Yeah, but his commission at that time was 40%.
Yeah. So I'll take 400.
I'll take it.
And I think that he was running advertising, but he was building an email list too. So it was like multiple different things, right? He didn't just run ads. He was like running ads and built like 100,000 person email list that he can now promote other health and wellness products to.
Yeah, whatever.
But that's what can happen is you could have a business that does really well, and in a heartbeat within 6 months to a year, boom, it's gone. And now you're sitting around like, if that was the only product that Adrian was promoting, he would have been, that's his whole business. It's gone in the toilet.
Yeah.
But that being said, Russell Brunson is the owner of Lady Boss now.
Yeah. So if you are not an affiliate for them, watch that like a hawk.
Yeah.
They're going to revamp everything.
Yeah.
They're marketing everything.
That's Russell's new hobby, is taking companies and taking these websites and buying them, fixing them, and then flipping them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because and exiting, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to rebuild them.
What he's going to do.
Yep. And then he's going to exit out these companies after he builds them into $100 million machines.
Yep.
Yeah. He talked about it on one of his podcasts like months ago, right? I'm a marketing secrets junkie. I listen to every episode that comes out. There is gold in that podcast, by the way. But if you're like in the beginning stages, go way back to marketing in your car, because that's where like the real like beginner crazy, like every time he learns a strategy that you see him employ now, he talks about how it works, and you don't have to spend the $2,000 on his course. It's all there.
It's there.
Yeah. But what he's been doing, when he started talking about this months ago, where he goes on a site called flippa.com, and he's like, I can look at these websites, I can see what traffic it is, because they give you the URL of the website that's there. It's like, I see the traffic and I look at the website and it's horrible. He's like, all I need to do is pop over here, an email sequence here, a couple of products here, and then boom, and now I can just turn the site around, and now I can flip it for 10x what I paid for it.
Yep.
So it's quite the skill set. So he was doing that with websites and blogs and small stuff for a while. It's like, and then with, I guess, during this period, I don't think it was the original COVID drop, or it was the recent, cause of inflation. He's now noticing this with actual companies doing the same thing that he was doing on Flippa. So it's wild how these concepts just kind of apply to everything. And four times he's like, I got companies literally for free, because the owners are just like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. Just take it off my hands. And
he doesn't discriminate what type of company. Why? Because when you understand how to market properly, you can market freaking ice cubes to freaking pogo sticks. Like, it doesn't even matter, because it's about offer creation.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Russell Brunson, is that he's the ClickFunnels, right, guy.
Mm-hmm.
However, this is a guy who has a passion for just growing businesses in general. It doesn't matter what the niche is. And he's been doing this at a really high level for as a consulting role for a lot of different businesses. He's been paid as much as 6 to 7 figures to consult some of these businesses. Well, now he has the capital via ClickFunnels. He has the capital now to just go and just buy companies. Like, it sounded like in the podcast, it sounded like he had bought like 20 or 30 companies.
Yeah, it's a lot.
He just started buying companies left and right. If he saw an opportunity, he's like, I'm buying it. Oh, this company's 2.3 million. I'm buying it. Oh, this company's, floundering, and their net revenue is only $7 million. Well, guess what? I could probably turn that into 70 million in the next year or two.
Yeah. He's running around the freaking Monopoly board after he got paid on Boardwalk going, I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Yep.
I'll buy it.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Because I mean his personality too is like, I don't dabble. I just jump right in. Which I feel like you need to win this game of marketing and business. You kind of have to have that like all-in mentality as well.
Yeah. And that's why I was going to say, and that's why I think he's going to be a billionaire in a very fast window of time, is because he understands how to market anything on the planet. So it doesn't matter what businesses he buys, he's going to flip them for 10x. Every business he buys, he'll flip and just sell out, sell to a bigger company or whatever, and sell his ownership. He'll turn, a $1 million company into a $50 million company and just sell it, and
100%.
then eventually, I think in the next 3 to 5 years, Russell Brunson could be the next billionaire, right?
Yeah, I'm certain of that one because again, he's got there.
It started with when I first felt like I was like, wow, why is he buying what was it, Magnetic Marketing or whatever with Dan Kennedy?
Dan Kennedy's company.
So he bought Dan Kennedy's company, which he was like, oh, this is a dream, this is amazing. I get to carry on his legacy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, that was probably an expensive buy. I was like, but I get it because Dan Kennedy is his hero and Dan Kennedy is like the godfather of direct response marketing, this, that, and the other. But he bought that company and then he bought like 50 other companies.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That was just the one. Oh, hey, this is how this game is played with actual companies, not just little blog websites. So then I think there was a Bone Broth, there was a Green Juice, there was Lady Boss, there's like 30 or 40 different companies collecting them like just like trophies basically. But I'm gonna fix them all. Like normal people buy project cars and collect too many of them. He's collecting project companies.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't buy like the $3 million Bugatti. He's not. It doesn't seem like he's a car guy. He's like a business guy. He just buys businesses.
Yeah, he said in one of his early podcasts from like 2015, he was talking about like, hey guys, I'm podcasting from this new Ferrari I won, and like you can hear just the engine in the background just screaming because he's like, I must be going down the interstate or something, and he's like, I don't really like this car. I think I'm just gonna sell it because I want it. It's like a $300,000 car, but I don't like it. I'm not a car guy. They don't do anything for me. It was wild.
Yeah.
But speaking, I mean, and again, for him, just doing it over and over and over, putting the reps in, I'm trying to segue into something here. Like our friend Austin, who goes overnight, 3,000 to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
5,000 to over 100,000 in 3 days.
Wild.
All right.
600 videos later though.
Yeah. Let's dig in here for a second and let's really talk about why he was able to even make it from 5,000 YouTube subscribers to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, which in the world of YouTube is incredibly difficult to get 100,000, to get the silver play button, right? Yeah. To get to 100,000 subscribers, you enter into kind of like almost like the top 1% of subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. Granted, there are thousands and thousands of people who have 100,000 subscribers, but in the total overall amount of people who have posted content on YouTube is like in the millions. Mm-hmm. So what he just did in 3 days is he just vaulted himself into an audience of 100,000 people on probably what is the most leverageable platform when it comes to SEO, and Austin is an SEO guy, right? Yep. And so he's going to be leveraging YouTube for years now off of 3 days worth of growth. He now has an existing audience of 100,000+ people, and who knows, he could keep posting and it could go to 200,000, 250,000 before it starts to kind of peter out and level off. But he could not have gotten to that point had he not just put his head in the sand and posted 3 videos, 3 YouTube shorts per day until he hit 600.
He's at 150,000 subscribers today. That's still going wild.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's eventually it will kind of peter out.
Oh yeah,
at some point, but his growth is exponential because he's continuing to do the same thing every single day. Post content. He knew at some point, because it's happened on other platforms for him. He knew, because I think he's got like 500,000 or 600,000 on TikTok.
Yeah,
he
it's
knew
580 something.
he knew if he just continued to repurpose that content and just post and post and post and post, one would hit. And if one hit, and I think the way it happened is one hit, and then it trickled down to multiple videos, where now multiple videos are
Yeah, they
getting
all
reach.
start lighting up.
They all started lighting up, and then, like you said, he's at 150,000 subscribers, and that audience on YouTube is massive.
Now it took over 600 videos for him to get there. So that, like you said, he just buried his head in the sand and just kept posting and kept posting and kept posting.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to bring this up here. Jamar, we were talking about this picture before. And for those of you on audio land, this is you've probably seen the meme where two guys are digging in a mine, and then one of them kind of gives up right before they get to all the diamonds, and the one guy behind him is still just swinging that pickaxe. I mean, this is 100%. Most people are going to give up 300 videos in and not realize all I have to do is just keep posting.
That's and when Austin posted that on his Facebook page, the first thing I thought of was he was the guy that just kept swinging the axe and hit the diamond.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would love a freaking silver YouTube play button. And that's actually one of my 2023 goals, is to replace the clapboard with a silver play button. That would be kind of cool.
It is also one of my goals to eventually have that silver play button.
Yeah.
Because it requires
go subscribe to all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's the thing about YouTube for the majority of content creators. It requires you to develop so many skill sets just to even have a channel up and functioning. You you got to know how to, research SEO. You got to learn how to do, set up your channel. You got to learn how to do title tags and descriptions. You got to learn how to prep for a video. You got to learn how to film the video. You got to learn how to edit the video. You got to learn how to upload the video, right? There's like all these moving parts, which is the reason why YouTube is a game changer for most people, is because 99% of people won't do the work to even get their channel to 10,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. It requires a lot of freaking work, and most won't do it.
Yeah.
That's why I love it, because I know that as long as I bury my head in the sand and I continue working on my channel, I think I'm around the corner from 12,000 subscribers. If I keep posting, that eventually one of my videos will take off, and it will kind of vault me towards, 25, 50,000, and then eventually towards 100,000. The only thing you can control is just to keep producing content. That's it. Just keep posting.
Absolutely. I mean, it's it's funny you touch on that, where so many people just aren't going to do it. That's how I started viewing obstacles. Or if I run into something hard with a business, I'll beat my head against the wall. Oh, this is so hard. I want to give up. Right. But then I'm like, dude, this is where most people are going to give up. So if I can get past this, that's more of my competition gone. Right.
Yep.
Gone to the wayside. I'm past those people. I hit the next hurdle. This is where a lot of people are going to quit. All right. Gone. There's literally just staying on and working through problems. Like, I don't do enormous numbers. I mean, at all on anything, but you just keep going it. And then people start contacting you who are the top level content creators and business influencers. And people are like, hey, you've been around for 2.5 years. You're doing something right. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure, Jamar, I'm sure you've got the same thing, but I mean, my TikTok mutual list is insane. Yeah, like there has to be $100 million worth of sales in my TikTok mutuals.
I've got people following me that I'm like, there's no way. Like, how are these people following me?
Yeah. What do I post that they like? And then sometimes you'll put something where like you take a strong take, and I'm like, oh, I hope they don't unfollow me. You're like still a fan. Like, I hope they agree with me. And then they still follow you, and you're like, what is it? So
yeah, I think and this is something that I try to tell lots of people, is that YouTube is a special skill. And just like anything in marketing, when we talk about, like funnel building and copywriting, and, we just talk about all these different skill sets that you have to develop to be able to live as a digital marketer, a freelance digital marketer. You have to develop a lot of different skills to a high level to be able to continuously make money every single month.
Yeah.
And just YouTube alone will time suck the hell out of you and it will time suck you away from copywriting, or maybe time suck you away from product creation. It will time suck you away. But what you're doing inside of YouTube is probably the number one thing you need to build as like a digital or affiliate marketer. And it's building a community of people where it's almost like a continuous wheel of building trust on autopilot, right?
Yeah.
The likability, the trust. I can't tell you guys how many times I've talked to somebody in like Facebook DMs where they're like, I can't even believe I'm talking to you right now. And I'm like, what? And they're like, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. I've watched like 50 of your videos. And I'm like, what? So if I have an offer right now and I put it in front of that person, how likely do you think that person would be to purchase a product from me?
Hashtag I'm in.
And to I think Jacob Karras talks about this ad nauseum, where he talks about kind of like this flywheel of having all of these different whether it's his email list, his Facebook
all
group,
your different outlets and platforms,
all of your different outlets, they all have these multiple touch points to your ideal client or customer.
Yep.
And then when you actually come with a well-crafted offer and you place it in front of that person who's been consuming your content and getting value, and they feel like they can trust you and they've seen hours and hours and hours of your content, you place he always calls it an offer doc, right? He's like,
the Google Docs.
I placed the offer doc, I just sent it to them and boom, I get $8,000,
It's wild.
But the reason for that is that nurturing, the flywheel of nurturing, and YouTube is one of the best places to place that nurture touch point on autopilot, because every time you post content, you got your diehards, and you can actually go back and look at the people in your back office. You can see how many people have the notifications on, right? You have just the subscribers, and then you have the notifications. The notifications are the people who are like, man, when you post, I want to watch your stuff.
Yeah, I got like 30% of people have notifications on, but I only have 2,000 subscribers.
For me, it's the same. I'm roughly around 30 to 35%. So those people get a notification drop down, or it flashes on their phone every single time you post. Yeah. So for me, I have almost 12,000 subscribers. I mean, 30% is 4,000 people that I can instantly place content in front of every single time I post. And that is super powerful. Like I cannot overstate how powerful that is. And I think people, it's way better than trying to deliver an email to them, right? Because people get emails, they get thousands of emails per day. People, if they're on your YouTube notifications, they'll sit there, and those are the ones who watch your video from beginning to end, whether it's 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long. And those people are the first people to pull out their credit cards to either purchase products, your own products, or the products you're recommending.
Absolutely. And I mean, and over time, like YouTube becomes an asset. Like that bank of videos, like the channel itself is not an asset because you generally don't own your YouTube channel, but it is exceedingly hard to get banned from YouTube. So don't, like TikTok is 3 or 4 community guidelines and violations away from going away. Like TikTok, you do not own, and you will never own. YouTube is like the closest to ownership I think that you have.
Yeah.
But even that bank of videos, like don't like back them up outside of YouTube, because that just, again, becomes just an asset. There's so many times where I've been like, oh, I need content. And I'm like, I really don't feel like filming. I'll just go into my bank of YouTube videos and like a piece from here, a piece from there, cut it together, do an intro. And I'm like, oh, hey, look, I got a brand new video, a brand new piece of content.
Yep.
It's like having a fridge full of leftovers and you're like, I don't really feel like cooking tonight. Let me just see what I can scrounge up.
Yeah, your YouTube videos literally are the best lead magnet that you have, because I could stop doing everything in my online business and I would consistently get, because of the 120 plus videos that I've put on my YouTube channel, some of them SEO, some of them product reviews, some of them, versus content, some of them, just educational value-based content. But I get, because I track my leads, I get a certain amount of leads from YouTube every single day. It goes into an automated email sequence and they get value from me. Most often it sends them back to different YouTube videos. But that's the thing. Like, it is the perfect lead magnet to just constantly just get leads and more and more and more and more leads.
Hashtag passive income. That's how it works, people.
Yep.
Create an asset. It takes work. It's not a click magical money system. Like how long it took you time to create those emails or those videos. It took you time to write and program the email sequences. But once that's done, man, it's done.
It lives. I haven't promoted a ClickBank product since the first probably like 6 months. Okay. First 6, this is an example of the power of YouTube. I thought that affiliate marketing was ClickBank back in early 2019, right? I was brand new into digital marketing and I was, binge watching a lot of content and everybody just kept talking about ClickBank, promoting products. And this is how you build a funnel.
$100 a day in 24 hours, ClickBank.
Right.
I've all seen those videos.
So I was thinking, okay, I could do this. I could create content on YouTube and I can promote these products. So if you go back on my YouTube channel, if you go back 3+ years and you look at the first 25 videos I put out, there's some ClickBank products that I was promoting. Well, sure. I haven't just recently. I went in and logged into my ClickBank account, which I hadn't logged into honestly in probably 9 to 12 months. It's just not, I don't actively promote any products from there. I went in there and they're peppered. They're like peppered with, and I was like, what the hell? And if I look at the tracking links and everything comes back from YouTube. That first 3 years ago, those couple videos that I made, they get trickles of views and it only takes one view and one link click and one purchase for me to earn a commission. And to me, I was like, I literally logged in. I had to take a screenshot of it because there was like $100 sitting in there. Yeah. It wasn't anything. But I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And
that's our equivalent to laundry money.
Yeah, it's a couch money, right? You like flip up the couch, you grab it, oh my gosh, here's a $20
I didn't realize this was even here. Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's basically, that is the power of evergreen content or reviews of products that just live on YouTube in perpetuity, right? Somebody could buy something from a video that's 5 years old, but if they got value from it and they think that product is going to help them solve a particular problem, then they're going to click the link. When you say click the link in the description down below, and they're going to go to the sales page, and the sales page is going to do what the sales page does. It's going to convert them at a certain percentage and you earn a commission.
Yeah. I get the same thing from blogs. If you don't want to make the video, granted the videos are a lot easier to they convert at a much higher rate than blogs, and it's a lot easier to rank a video than it is a blog. But same thing. I mean, I made a site a year and a half ago now, and I go ClickBank, and every once in a while there's a sale there, and it's like, oh hey, boom, I'm tracking links. Oh, it came from this blog article. I'm like, oh sweet.
Most people don't even really understand that they could, and I'll give away some of our secrets, Dom, but people don't even realize all the Amazon packages that come to their house. They can actually film a 2 or 3 minute review video and post it on YouTube. And as long as they're doing the right title, description, and tags, and really working some SEO into their description, it can rank. That product can rank on page 1 of Google, and you can get a trickle of people that are literally searching for the product that you did a 3-minute review on, and they'll click the YouTube video on page 1. They'll watch your video, they'll click your link, and they'll purchase the product you did a review on.
That, like, literally, I reviewed this mouse, right?
Me too.
Held my phone like this with my mouse for 2 minutes. I rambled about the mouse, told a story about why I needed one, how my old one quit working, and I've sold 10 of these mouses so far. I haven't touched it in 2 weeks since I put it up. It's the easiest way to do it. Didn't show my face at all. Didn't cut it. No editing. Just literally film with my phone, let it update to Google Photos, and then post.
Dom, course, we'll let the cat out of the bag. Course coming soon.
Oh yeah, I was like, we're working on this. So we're gonna, there's some things that we wanna test.
Things to flesh out, but I'm consistently growing my account, and and I'm leveraging YouTube. I have a separate YouTube channel that I created where I take all of my Amazon reviews and I place them on YouTube, and I am getting sales, and I can prove it. I can prove it 100% because I can tie my affiliate links to the views on my YouTube channel, and I can show you the clicks, and I can show you the purchases. So
and I'm doing the exact same strategy, but with high ticket items to see if it converts. Now, the smaller ticket items, I feel like you guys are going to get more sales, but the higher ticket items are just going to be
only
higher
takes one or two. I did sell, if you can consider $240 a high ticket Amazon item. I did sell a backup 10 terabyte drive yesterday.
I feel like my average order value is going to be around $500 to $700.
Yeah, because you're bougie and everything you buy from Amazon.
I mean, everything that I have is stupid expensive. Like the average thing I order is like $500.
Dude, your friggin' ice machine's like $700.
Yeah, my ice machine $700. My damn rice cooker is $600. My whole house fan is like $1,700. I got a $2,000 camera, a $4,000 laptop. So it's all it's all high ticket items. But
don't you have like that under bed fan thing to keep you cool?
Oh yeah, bed jet.
another-
Oh yeah, 100%.
And my highest ticket item is this standing desk. So I did a review on the standing desk, and this standing desk has gotten over like 250 or 300 views on YouTube, and I've sold 2 of them through YouTube. This desk,
That's awesome.
which is high ticket for, I would say, for higher ticket for Amazon. This isn't a $25 desk; it's a $300 standing desk. So every time I get views and clicks, there's the potential that I could, somebody could watch it and purchase the desk, and I earn anywhere, I think, between like $5 to $10 every single time somebody purchases after watching my review video.
For the foreseeable future.
I have a YouTube video. It's probably, I wouldn't say, I don't know where it's ranking on Google.
I was just going to say, has Google picked it up yet? Because you see that in analytics, right?
Yes, and I can
because
I can look to see where it is.
I know the brand of desk that you are promoting. I did it for my office furniture blog, and there was like zero competition on that keyword.
Oh, I know. I use Shine Ranker. Yeah, when I use Shine Ranker and I used all the tags, and when I did the title and description for the YouTube video, I knew exactly what to put in there because there was zero competition for the keyword.
Yeah. So guys, this is all. Also shameless plug. Jamar and I both have SEO blog courses. Check them out.
Yeah, my blog course is currently going to get parked in the back of my program very, very soon. So all of my links that are out there in the YouTube world and everywhere else for my blog course is actually going to get parked inside of Digital Escape very, very soon. So, and that particular course will end up as basically bundled with a bunch of other trainings. And it will be $297 per month just to access that particular training. So yeah, right now it's $147. If you go to my YouTube channel, Future Affiliate Pro, and you want to buy it for $147 for now, I think for the next week or like 7 to 10 days, it'll be available. But until then, or after that, it'll get parked inside my program, my larger program.
Cool. That's awesome. Did Google pick it up? Let's see. We need some music. Anyone get Jeopardy music?
There's a lot of Fezzibo. Yeah, there's a lot of standing desk. I don't see it on page 1.
That happened. Just wait. I think it took Spencer 6 months before they picked up his how to read stock charts. It takes a while. Yeah. It's got to simmer and marinate for a little bit. That's the other thing. We talk about content creation and patience. Like patience is the biggest thing that you need as a digital marketer, especially if you're going the organic route.
Yep.
Just keep creating until something gets picked up.
Well, if I don't make money in 15 days, I'm gonna choke you out.
Do we want that video? Do we want to talk about? I call it the dark side of kind of the make money online space as a content creator, because you have these people. Well, you have these people with a very, very negative mindset, either around money or the people who create content to help people develop high income skill sets.
Yeah.
Because this guy apparently has it out for you.
Dude, straight up. All right. Everyone knows what we're talking about. I got my first death threat in a video on TikTok today. Spectacular. So I showed a course where it's 100% free, showing people how to white label, go high level, form an agency, and go out and approach small businesses and white label the software and build up a recurring income stream. Right? It's literally all there for free. But of course, being the content creator, marketer, direct response copywriter that I am, I used a hook. Here's how to make $1,000 in passive income in 30 days. All right, it's 3 customers at $300 a month, and you'll get there. Well, this guy duets my video and goes, and if I don't make it in 15 days, I get to strangle you out. I hope somebody sees you in 15 days and they beat you or strangle you and stream it live on TikTok. Like, okay, whatever. Naturally,
there are a lot of disgruntled people out there, and it's one person in a world of 7.5 billion people where your marketing message really rubbed him the wrong way.
Yeah,
it's probably because people. Yeah, but it's probably because they got had, or they know somebody who got had by one of these other gurus that is giving this entire industry a bad name.
100%.
For sure.
So it was, I swear there has to be one of them going viral, because then I had that one lady who was like, oh, it's never free. Then goes through, 5 videos, and you asked me to spend $10. Scam. Even though there's 50 other videos in the free course. It's
right. Never mind the 50 videos that you spent dozens of hours and placing value into for free.
Yeah, and multiple $1,000s at this point, getting them all edited.
And how dare you pitch another offer to them within a free course?
Yeah.
Right. Like,
is what it is. But it comes with the territory. And I mean, that is something, again, I think it's what keeps a lot of people out of content creation. I don't want to attract that. It only happens after you get to a certain size, and you've probably dealt with a couple of them. Nobody can harm you through a screen.
No,
that's what I always say.
And I always tell them, I'm like, you don't have to consume my content.
Yeah.
And in fact, if it bothers you so bad, I'll just ban you. So you don't, I'll even save you the effort. I will ban you so you'll never, ever see my content ever again.
Yeah. I let them ban me. I'm the one who makes the comment reply, so I show up on their page more.
You make it so they never disappear.
That's true. I'm going to use you to get more views.
Right. And then every time they open their phone, there's your face, right?
Oh yeah. I'm probably responsible for a couple of broken screens. That's this guy again. But yeah, I mean, there is that dark side that it comes with anything. You put yourself out there, there's going to be people that disagree.
Looks like I'm on page 3. Sorry, it looks like I'm on page 3.
You'll get there.
So I'm working my way up. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check it in a couple weeks and see if I can get to page 2.
Yeah. 3. It's like that scene in A Bronx Tale. Now you just can't leave. When he asks him to leave the bar. That's what it feels like. Even with my when Andrew Tate got banned, right? And again, goes to, if there's ever a newsworthy event, jump into the noise and take a stance, because you will create a stronger bond with the side that agrees with you. So I jumped in, and I got people that were like, you should just wish Andrew Tate well and not bring any negative energy to him and just let him do his thing in peace. And I'm like, F that noise. Something happened. I'm going to take a stand, and I'm going to use it to bring attention to myself. Like, this is why friggin' diss tracks are made. Rap artists.
Yes. Yep.
Straight up. Right. I mean, the game just released one for Eminem. Now everyone's talking about the game again. I don't think anyone's been talking about him since 2004, 2005.
Exactly. Yep.
And now all of a sudden he's back in the press.
It's the rapper version of throwing stones, right?
Yeah.
A diss track. It's basically you're just throwing a bunch of stones and then you're waiting for the rebuttal. And when the rebuttal comes, what happens, especially from somebody who in notoriety is either many, many levels above you, or, way more famous or whatever, especially like the game, like you said, he was basically non-existent, hadn't come out with any music or
He had How We Do
anything
back in 2004.
Yeah, like a dozen years, this guy's been, you know, a nobody. But he throws a couple stones and it's like, oh, you know, now he's everywhere. Now it's like the game said this, the game said that, and all these different publications will start running articles and everything. And it just ramps up, you know, the whole Google trends. Like if you type in the game, you know, rapper on Google Trends, it's probably trending up right now because of his diss track. So sometimes negative press or throwing stones, when used appropriately, can get you a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah, let's see the game, right? Search term. Let's see what we got. Oh, here it is. It is straight up.
Straight up.
Oh, let's see. Let me get the share screen here going for everybody here.
So yeah, and I mean, when you guys launched the Brambilla method, there it is right there.
97 out of 100 right now is the search term.
So and that's exactly what I'm talking about. When I like the Brambilla method, you guys did it to a T. You threw stones, you rubbed a bunch of people, chose a side, right? It was like, because at that point in time, that particular company, they already had thousands of affiliates, right? And they were all promoting on TikTok. So you had a segment of the TikTok population in the kind of like the hustle, the side hustle. Content niche. You had those people who are like, I'm so tired of hearing about this $7 program, right? I got the comments 1,000 times where they're like, oh, you're just promoting that $7, you know, program or whatever. So it had become so visible to so many people that you had people now saying, man, I just wish there was something else.
Yeah.
So when
something else.
So when you throw stones, and then you got a decent number of affiliates, you know, say 100 affiliates that are all promoting something different, it's going to be wildly successful.
Yeah. Oh, that plaque showed up in 100 days.
Exactly.
$1 million in 100 days.
So people can bitch and complain and whine all they want. And they, because I've seen people's content where they're like, you know, the proper way to market is not to throw stones and to do this and be, you know, and talk bad. And I'm like, yeah, but it also works.
Oh yeah, it does. Fun fact: I didn't know that stone was getting cast until the video came across my FYP with 30,000 views.
And I loved it. I loved it because because as somebody who's you can't really see it in the corner there, as somebody who's read all of Russell Brunson's books, it's literally straight out of his book. He talks about throwing stones, casting stones against your opponents. What is that? Confusionsoft, right?
Oh, Confusionsoft. Yeah, guys, give me 1 second. Hold down the fort for a second.
Yeah, and I'm Jason. I'm sure you heard about, if you've read. I know you've read the books, but like that's literally what Russell Brunson did when they launched ClickFunnels, and they knew they had something that was really novel, and they had a really great and Russell Brunson's marketing mind. They were like, who can we throw a stone at? They literally were like, oh, Confusionsoft. Boom. There's an easy target. We're going to take them out. And they just started throwing stones and running ads and just talking about how their software was so much better than this software. And where is Infusionsoft today?
They literally changed their name to Keep.
Yep.
They literally had to change their name. Do you know how that stone was cast? It was at an event.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was at an event, and they passed out like they were the title sponsor, and they added, oh, here's a sponsor here's a shirt from our sponsor, ClickFunnels, and they said, we are not Confusionsoft. Like they were just passed out. No one said anything. It was absolutely wild.
Yeah, I heard that on a podcast once. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, again, throw stones, but again, ain't for the faint of heart. That's for darn sure. You're gonna get a lot of hate. You're gonna set a lot of people who were like, oh, I don't like people are gonna disagree. But again, the people that agree are gonna just whatever you want to put in front of them, they're gonna buy.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's bringing us up right about on the hour. So shameless plugs here for people who are in audio land. Anybody who might want to hang out on Twitch, you're welcome to hang out. But go subscribe to us over here on YouTube for all the replays, and subscribe to us here on Twitch. We're every 2 weeks. Jamar, do you have anything else to add? You're usually good at this stuff.
Yeah. Hit the like, the bell, the sub. If you're watching on YouTube, definitely, and you made it this long, if you made it for an hour of us, you know, kind of goofing off and talking, you know, all things current marketing. The one thing that can help us the most is to share this content, as well as liking, leaving a comment, and hitting the notification bell so you guys can get notified every other Wednesday when we go live.
Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, there's our soundbite. If we want to hang out here on Twitch, cool. What do you guys want to do?
I've actually got a call I got to jump on, but I appreciate this Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the next Digital Marketing Misfits in 2 weeks.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop off as well. Yeah, guys, I will see you in 2 weeks, everyone. Hopefully we won't be shorthanded then. We'll have all 7 of us. So take care.
Full strength.
Yes.